Hey everybody, what's going on? Helmlight here, bringing you another video from Grab the Lantern today. Today I wanted to talk about the upcoming Yasuo buffs that have a bunch of people up in a tizzy, and in general about so-called annoying champions. So first let's cover Yasuo and his upcoming buffs. He is being buffed in the upcoming patch. His Q is gaining a bit of additional damage. He's getting MR per level, and I believe his ultimate has another 200 range or so tacked onto it. Now, these are all pretty minor buffs. I think the MR buff is the biggest one, as it allows Yasuo to be slightly stronger in the mid lane without having to worry about being harassed down by mages too much, but in general, it's not that significant of buffs towards everyone's favorite samurai. However, there has been an absolutely tremendous backlash on the boards, on social media, just about everywhere, of people screaming and saying, why is Yasuo getting buffed? Yasuo doesn't need buffs. Yasuo should be deleted from the game, etc., etc., etc. And I did want to take some time to address those concerns, because I think that, yes, Yasuo is an annoying champion. I will fully admit it. I dislike playing against Yasuo's because he just dashes all over the place. He's got the wind wall. He's got a lot of free tank stats. He's just annoying to face, regardless of his state of balance. So yeah, seeing that Yasuo is going to get buffed obviously is cause for consternation. However, numerically, he needs buffs. Yasuo's win rates are actually sub 50, and that goes for first-time Yasuo's and for long-time Yasuo mains. No one is doing well on the champion at the moment. So that kind of leads me to think that Yasuo is not in a good spot, and his win rate, especially on sites like op.gg, can kind of attest to this. So when a lot of other champions are in those kinds of states, they do receive buffs, obviously dependent on play style and how much people are playing them and how popular they are and generally how many games people have on them. There are a lot of factors that go into whether or not a champion receives buffs or doesn't. However, generally speaking, if they're below 50%, they do need some kind of buff, and Yasuo is substantially below 50%. It makes sense. And yeah, it sucks to think that a really annoying champion is going to get buffed, but he actually does need it. It only makes sense. And I don't think it makes any sense for people to be saying, well, you know, don't buff him because he's annoying to play. He is. But unfortunately, without substantial reworks to make Yasuo a less frustrating champion to play against, he's in the state he is in, and there's nothing else that can be done. Think about the Aatrox mini rework from earlier in this year. Aatrox was basically not that great, and he got a mini rework to resolve some of the play problems with him. Obviously, it wasn't the full cut rework that we were expecting, but it did enough to help Aatrox feel a little bit better without having to substantially change the champion. Those are the kind of reworks and the changes that we can be looking for that just help a champion feel a little bit better, but don't fundamentally fix the problems they had. So that's kind of where we're at with Yasuo. Yes, he's frustrating to play, but it doesn't make any sense to leave a champion in the garbage until they can eventually get fixed. Unless, of course, said champion has other gameplay problems, as was the case with old Olaf, if you guys remember back to Season 3, where Olaf got Olafed and was left in the gutter for a long period of time, but that was because he had basically issues with this kit, inherent issues with this kit. I think Yasuo is frustrating, but still has a lot of counterplay and a lot of skill mastery, and is more interesting than someone like pre-rework Olaf, who pretty much just ran at you and hit buttons. So yeah, there are a lot of champions in the game, I think, like Yasuo, who are frustrating to play against and who do have a lot of haters, but at the same time, if the champion has significant forms of counterplay and interplay and different things going on with them, I don't see a significant need for them to be left in the garbage if they have things that you can do against them. And I think that Yasuo is in that regard. So what I'm kind of getting at here is, yeah, it's frustrating, it's kind of annoying, but at the end of the day, it's not that big of a deal. And I think that to not buff Yasuo is honestly for Riot to be showing that they do play favorites, that they're not going to look at the data and instead they're going to buff the champion. So that's just my 2 cents on the matter. I know a lot of people are disappointed with Riot for the buffs, so go ahead and let me know what you guys are thinking down in the comment section below. If you enjoy the video, go ahead and leave a like, and if you really enjoy the video, consider subscribing. I upload a video every Monday, Friday, and on patch days as well. And if you're looking for more Grab the Lantern content, you can check out my blog, grabthelantern.tumblr.com. I upload an article just about each and every single day for your enjoyment. Once again, thank you guys so very much for watching. I do appreciate it, and I will talk to you all later.